comes Moss into the front court. Over to Rogers. Back to Moss. Now to Rogers. Northcott doing a great job on Zoe Long.
Yeah,
really making it hard for her.
She's working hard to get open, but it's tough.
Webking checks in for Zoe Long.
That's what happens when you're the leading three-point shooter in the league.
That's right. They decided they're not going to let her beat them tonight. Yep. Webking has it on the right wing. Emily drives in, shot on the way. Good, Emily Webking. It's like Big Brother Derek used to do it.
Just like that.
Case walks it over half court, 16-13. Muskies trail by 3. Corson on the right wing. Reverses to Engelkes. Now over to Case. Case feeds it into Buffelli. Out front now, Corson for 3, top of the key, good. Nice shot there by Brooke Corson, a 5'7" senior.
If you hit the 3, there's nothing you can do about it.
And that was a deep one, 19-13 Northcott. Webking reverses it to Rogers. Rogers on the left wing, out front for Peterson. Peterson loses it, regains control though, gets it to Moss. Over to Rogers. Now back to Moss. There's Peterson to Moss to Webking. Over to Garcia, left wing. Now it's Webking. Tries to feed Garcia. Alicia has it. There's a reach-in foul. And Engelkes, and that's going to be her second and the 6th on Northcott. So both teams will be in the bonus after this. Both teams with 16 fouls. Rucker checking back in for Northcott. Long gets it in for Rogers on the left wing. Macy with 3 points tonight. Back to Moss. Moss reverses it now to Rogers. Both coaches coaching hard here, Chuck.
Yeah, they've got both of them have a game plan, and they're working it hard.
There's Moss down the lane. The ball slapped out of bounds. It'll be Muskie ball. Long to inbounds under the Muskie basket. Game 1 of 2, the boys to follow. And there's a 5-second call, turnover on the Muskies. It's the second one tonight, Chuck. That's good defense.
You got to keep that ball moving.
Case walks it over half court for the Lancers. 2:50 to play in the half, 19-13 Northcott. Case on the right wing, she'll take a deep 3, good. Presley Case, her first basket, she has 3, and it's 22-13. Matches her biggest lead of the night, 9. There's a 3 by Garcia. Long, no good. Rebound, Rucker, and a foul on Rogers. And that's the second on Macy and the 7th on the Muskies. Riley Rucker will go to the line to shoot 1-on-1.
It's a solid defense for Muscatine, but you got to depend upon no 3s, and they're hitting them right now.
Muskies haven't really seemed to been in a flow offensively all night.
No.
Rucker's free throw good. She's 85% of the year.
You can see why they're one of the better teams in Eastern Iowa for sure.
Rucker's second free throw good. Makes a pair, she has 2, and it's 24-13 Northcott. And now we've got a timeout Muscatine, Susan Orvis. 30-second timeout, 2:27 left in the half, 24-13 Northcott. And Chuck, second quarter here, it's been 10-2 Northcott. They're really, it looks to me like starting to wear the Muskies down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know when they score and then they can slap the press on it. Really just tough on us. We've just got to be able to get down into the other end, and we've got to make a basket or 2 here to stem the tide.
well officiated game. These gentlemen, they were joking with us before the game. They've done a terrific job.
Yeah, it's been a well officiated game, and not too many people ever say that.
You are always a friend of the officials, though.
Ah, they're great guys.
Yep.
I never knew one that didn't try to do their best.
Correct. Muskies get it in. Northcott harassing as Rutgers harassing Rogers. Macy breaks pressure. Now to Moss. Northcott plays hard, and Coach Case demands that out of him. There's a pass. There's a steal by Rucker. Down the lane, in on Rogers, lays it up and in. 26-13. Riley Rucker with a nice drive.
Pressure basketball. There's no substitute for it.
Zoe Long gets it for the Muskies. 26-13. $1:50 left in the half. There's Riley Moss on the right wing. Out front for Garcia. Buffelli on her. Buffelli hasn't taken a break this half. Rogers for three, left wing. Short, no good rebound. Peterson lays it up, no good rebound. Moss. Good hustle on the glass by the Muskies. There's Peterson. Back to Garcia. Garcia crossover on Buffelli to the rim. Lays it up, no good, but a good drive.
Well done.
Case in the front court. In the corner for Corson. Three out of the corner, short rebound Garcia. And here come the Muskies. Need a basket here. Rogers to Garcia. Garcia just can't get it to Zoe Long. Northcott doing a great job defensively.
They're on her like a glove.
Riley Moss, right wing. Over for Rogers. They feed Garcia to post, and it's stolen away by Latham. And a foul on Riley Moss. That's her second in the eighth of the Muskies.
I just love how aggressive she is, though.
Yes.
She just gets after people. That's the way you got to do it.
Looked like Austin Moss diving for an extra yard right there. Second on Riley, and that'll put Latham at the line. 50% on the season. A free throw on the way, no good. Rebound Garcia. 26-13 Northcott. Rogers in the front court. Macy over to Alicia. Now to Avery Eagle, who's checked back in. Avery drives to her right. In the paint. Picks her dribble up over to Garcia for three. Short, no good. Rebound cleared by Case. And here come the Lady Lancers. Behind a back dribble, half court. Feeds it over on the wing for Rucker. Lays it up and in.
Their ball movement is outstanding.
28-13, 15-point lead. Muskies try to get it in. It's slapped out of bounds. Turnover, Muskies, Northcott ball.
The problem with shooting threes is you very seldom get fouled and you can't get to the line if you don't make them.
Case to inbounds. Northcott does nice inside out. They feed Buffelli on the block. Shot up, no, and a foul on Garcia. And that'll be the first on Alicia. And Grace Buffelli will go to the line to shoot two.
She had to go to Cairo today, so she didn't want to sit for 3 games on the hard bleachers. So. All righty. How you doing, Leon? Are you causing trouble?
Buffelli's free throw on the way and in. Buffelli now with 12 points on the night to lead all scorers. Garcia leads the Muskies with 7. Buffelli's second free throw rattles in. Buffelli with 13, and it's 30-13, Northscott's biggest lead. And now we've got a foul on Riley Rucker. And that'll be her first. And it'll be 1-1. Macy Rogers will go to the line to shoot 1-1 for the Muskies.
Need a couple free throws there.
Macy 54% of the year. Muskies have only 2 points here in the second quarter. They certainly could use these. Macy's free throw, no good. A rebound, Latham. Ahead to Rucker, clock at 5. Feeds Buffelli. Down the lane shot is no, but a foul on Moss. That'll be her third, and Buffelli will go to the line to shoot 2.
I think Buffelli got the worst of that one. She can move really well, though. Very quick.
6'2", athletic family. Father Paul Drew was a heck of a basketball and football player at North Scott. Good baseball player, too. Older sister Ann, I believe, played basketball at North Scott, too. And there's free throws are both good by Grace. 32-13. Muskies get it in. And there's the buzzer. We've played a half. It's North Scott 32 and the Muskies 13. We're going to step away for 2 minutes and we'll be back with a Pete's Tap halftime show. You're listening to Muskie Girls Basketball on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Hello, this is Jimmy Greenhoff from Toyota Muscatine, and I would love the chance to earn your business.
We have a great selection of new and used cars. Now is the time.
If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, please come down, give us a shot. We'll help you out in any way we can.
Hi, my name is TJ Deere. I'm the general manager here at Toyota Muscatine. Our information is free, so give us an opportunity to earn your business.
Home is your most valuable asset. Protect it with a metal roof from Affordable Metal Manufacturing.
After a hailstorm, we had damage to our roof. We got a new steel roof from Affordable Metal. The service was excellent. The contractor put it on really fast, and my wife and I love that our new steel roof has added value to our home.
Call Affordable Metal Manufacturing in Muscatine at 563-264-8212 and ask about their standing seam roofing sale.
Need something fast? Come to Westside Store and grab a hot, fresh Godfather's Pizza. They're made with the freshest ingredients, 100% real meats, cheeses, and fresh vegetables. The Muskies and Godfather's Pizza, a winning combination. Call 263-7214 now to order yours tonight, or stop by the Westside Store on the corner of Cedar and Hauser.
Hi, this is Brian Musell, voice of the Muscatine Muskies. Before each broadcast, I get a hot, fresh Godfather's Pizza from Westside Store, proud supporter of Muscatine Muskie Athletics.
My hair gets too long, I lose my edge. But when my cut's right, I'm right. I'm back to being me. My dimples activate. My cleft chin becomes cleftier. I get a twinkle on my tooth, and I speak fluent French. Garbage, chaise lounge, mayonnaise.
Au revoir! Get in, get out, back to greatness. Download the online check-in app. Great clips. It's gonna be great.
Classes start soon. Learn more at eicc.edu.
Quarter and got up to a 12-3 lead. And at that time, their biggest lead. The Muskies closed out the first quarter on an 8-2 run to cut it to 3, 14-11. The second quarter started slow. As we commented, the first 3 minutes, there was only one basket as North Scott led 16-11. But then North Scott went on a roll and really turned up the intensity defensively and attacked the basket. Some good inside-out play and stretched their lead to 15-17 and closed it out at 19 here at the half, 32-13. They outscored the Muskies 18-2 in quarter number 2. And as they walked into the halftime locker room, you could tell Coach Orvis not really happy. Grace Buffelli with a huge first half, 15 points for North Scott. Riley Rucker didn't start, played limited minutes with 6 points off the bench. And the Muskies are led by Alicia Garcia with 7. And what do you tell them, Chuck?
Well, you tell them that you want to have them come out and play very competitive in the second half and see what happens. You know, Coach Case did a great job. He slapped kind of what I think is zone and one on Zoe Long, our three-point shooter, took her out of the game right away, and that created a problem for us. Early in the game, we had Alicia Garcia down underneath the basket, and she got a couple of good baskets. then she had to come out and start shooting threes, and she can do that, but it's not as easy as what she had earlier. But I think we'll come back and try and do what we did the first quarter and just play just a little bit better basketball. Like you've said a couple times, we're just out of rhythm, and we've been doing a lot better job than that. You got to give North Scott a lot of credit. They're a good basketball team. They've won a lot of games. They're going to win a lot more. But all in all, I think Coach Morvis would say she'd just like to see a lot more fight out of our team. And if we can come and do that the second half and, gradually chip away, make a good game of it the second half, I think she'd be very satisfied with that.
Yeah, I would be anxious to see the adjustments Coach Orvis makes at the halftime to try to free up. And, with Zoe Long's situation with North Scott and Coach K's done a great job, and they're face guarding her. They're completely saying, we're going to take you away. And when the ball goes to Garcia in the block, they drop a double team. But the Muskies have got to have some other opportunities to step up and drive to the basket. When that happens, somebody's got one-on-ones or open shots. And we'll see what Susan's adjustments are going to be with that to try to either take the pressure off Zoe and free her up, or just make other players be more aggressive attacking the lane.
Yeah, it's a tough challenge for her. But again, like I say, I think the main thing that she wants to see is this team to come out and the second half battle just as hard as they possibly can and hit the boards a little bit harder and try and handle that press a little bit better. And if all those things need to be addressed, and hopefully they'll respond to some coaching, and I think they will.
Certainly a well-coached basketball team, as is Muscatine. Every time they take the floor, it'll be interesting to see how the first 4 or 5 minutes of the second half play out here for the Muskies. It's critical. 19 is not the end of the world at the half, but the Muskies certainly got to cut this thing to 9 or 10 going into the fourth to have a shot, and we'll see what happens.
Well, the Muskies, are playing a good zone, but North Scott's hit 3 or 4 threes, and that's really opened up the game. And when you can do that, there's not much else you can do except try and do a little better on the offensive end.
Well, initially they wanted to drop their double on Grace Buffelli, who's an outstanding half, but when they start making the threes, you got to chase the shooter off the line. What do you do?
It's kind of you got to pick your poison, and it's a poisonous event.
That's right. All right, folks, we're going to step away for 2 minutes. You're listening to the Pete's Tap halftime show at the half, 32-13 North Scott. Stepping away for 2 minutes. You're listening to Muskie Girls Basketball on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
From a clogged toilet to a complete sewer line replacement, Rivo is a modern plumbing company designed to respond quickly to all shapes and sizes of plumbing needs. Bringing in our heavy equipment to replace cracked gas lines, or designing clever piping systems for new construction plumbing. A family-owned company that's reliably honest and remarkably affordable. Right here in Muscatine, all day long, every day of the week. Rivo Incorporated, skill, knowledge, and tools to solve the messiest problems.
Uptown Motors reminds you it's time to winterize your vehicle, and Uptown Service is here to help. We'll inspect your vehicle's tires, belts, hoses, and more for the weather ahead and recommend any work to be done, including engine tune-ups. With winter driving comes an increased risk of collision. Uptown Motors has you covered with our new body shop. We make a stressful experience less painful with free estimates, loaner cars, and expert body repair backed by 50 years experience. We welcome insurance work and may be able to help with your deductible. Uptown Motors Service and Body Shop, Muscatine, just in time for winter and just in case.
LaRue, co-owner of Quality Transports, inviting you to see our 21-passenger bus or our 12-passenger limo. We can take your group to a ball game, the casino, shopping, wedding receptions, or out for a fun day on the town with family and friends. Schedule now. Weddings or family events, traveling together is more fun. Quality Transports has you covered, safely and on time. Reach us at 563-770-0156. Thank you.
How well do your children see? You know the difference between an eye screening and a complete eye exam by an optometrist may be the difference between a child prepared to learn and a child with a vision-related problem. The Vision Center optometrists examine children that are unable to read an eye chart. Remember, routine eye exams are most important, knowing that 1 out of 4 kids have a visual disorder. Come to the Vision Center PC, only the finest care.
Vision Center PC is a proud supporter of the Muskies.
Grace Buffelli leads North Scott with 15. Alicia Garcia leads the Muskies with 7. This is game 1. Game 2 coming up right after, and the Muskie boys will host North Scott. North Scott undefeated on the year in boys play. Outstanding team, of course. Seamus Buddy coming to town. Coach Wyndham, John Wyndham, looking for his first win of the year with his Muscatine squad, and that team has improved. Tall order tonight for the Muskies. The Muskie girls looks like Moss, Long, Webking, Garcia, and Rogers to start. Same starting 5. Buffelli, Latham, Engelkes, and Rucker will start the second half along with Case for North Scott. Want to thank Papa Case for the Tootsie Pop at halftime. That'll get me through the night.
Give you a little pop.
There you go. And now the clock runs out.
Maybe give the officials a Tootsie Pop.
There you go. Ruckert inbounds, and we're underway in half number 2. Muskies opening their zone. Ruckert, Engelkes. Now she swings it back to Rucker on the right wing. Latham feeds Buffelli in the post. Corner Engelkes for 3. Shot no good, tapped, and it's out of bounds. It's going to go to the Muskies. And North Scott starts second half under full court pressure.
They're going to put their pressure on.
Zoe Long inbounds. Gets it to Webking. Ahead for Moss. Now to Garcia on the block. Alicia drives in on Buffelli. Out front, Webking. She drives in, and she's fouled on the floor.
We handled the ball nicely that time.
Fouls on Riley Rucker. You're right, Chuck. Beat the pressure. Rucker's second, first on North Scott. Feed Moss, inside shot, no good. And North Scott clears. Rucker on the right wing, back out front for Case. Now to Latham. Latham tries to feed Buffelli. Nice pass to Engelkes, and there's a foul on Garcia, and that'll be the second on Alicia and the first on the Muskies. Engelkes' free throw is good. On the year, 58%. Scott checks into the Lady Lancer lineup. Second free throw good for Engelkes.
Well, they're hitting their free throws tonight.
34-13, North Scott by 21. Garcia brings the ball up for the Muskies. Crosses over Buffelli. Now it's stolen away on the backside help by Scott, and here comes Case. Now Scott for 3 left wing. Shot back iron, no. Rebound tipped and picked up by Case. Case drives it on Moss, swings it for Engelkes. She feeds inside now for Rucker, and now Case drives the lane. Kicks it to Scott, 3 left wing, back iron, no good. Buffelli goes high in the air for a rebound. Back to Case for 3. Short, no good. Ball rebounded by Long to Moss. North Scott with 3 or 4 looks, and now they double team Moss, and a foul on Case.
You got to keep the ball off the sideline where they can pin you.
It's a second on Case and the second on North Scott. Maddie Peterson will check in for Garcia.
I think we're playing harder right now.
I think there was a message sent.
Yeah.
Webking brings it over half court for the Muskies. Emily, left wing. Out front for Peterson for 3. Good, Maddie Peterson.
I think Coach Peterson's been working with her.
There you go. First National Bank three-pointer. Come see me, Brian Musso, at First National Bank of Muscatine. There's a bounce pass to Scott. She feeds it inside for Buffelli out front. Engelkes now. Case drives baseline. Feeds it for Scott. She turns down a three. Engelkes will take hers. Air ball, no good. Saved by North Scott. Buffelli shot, no. Rebound Scott, no. Rebound cleared by Peterson. There's a jump ball, though. And this one will go to the Muskies.
Peterson is playing hard. He kind of fell asleep there, but he should never be able to throw that ball from out of bounds in there. Those are things you learn. That's why you want to play these games.
Good hustle by Peterson. She's played hard when she's gotten her moments tonight.
Yeah, she's really improving.
34-16. North Scott by 18. 5.5 to play here in the third. Game 1 of 2. More people filing in, folks. Come on out.
And we're getting the band.
Band is here. There's Rogers, top of the key. Drives down the lane, lays it up and in.
Good
Macy
job.
Rogers. There's Case in the front court for North Scott. To Rucker. Over to Scott. Bounce up for Latham in the left wing. Cross court for Case. Case drives the lane, kicks it for Scott. 3-ball left corner, no. Rebound cleared by Moss, and here come the Muskies, a 2-on-1. Ahead for Zoe Long. Long to the lane, shot up no good. Rebound to Scott.
It was well done. We just couldn't make the basket.
Muskies with a good look. There's Case on the right wing. There's Case, nice drive to the rim, no good rebound. Rogers, and a foul on Latham. And that'll be her first and the third on the Lancers.
I like what we're seeing from the Muskies right now. They're playing hard.
34-18, 4:41 left here in the third. Buffelli checks back in for North Scott. And Avery Eagle checks into the Muskie lineup. Corson checks back in for North Scott for Rucker as they set up their pressure. Long inbounds for Garcia.
Off her leg.
And it's going to be
North Scott ball.
Off Garcia's leg. I was blocked there. Thanks, Chuck. Turnover Muskies.
Happy to help you out.
That pressure is affecting him. Case on the left wing. Now in the corner for Buffelli. For Corson, reverses it now. Engelkes for three, top of the key, no. Buffelli, strong rebound up and in, and a foul on Garcia. It's a third on Alicia, and a second on the Muskies, and Grace Buffelli will go to the line to shoot one.
She just has a knack of getting where the ball, she needs to get the ball.
Buffelli with 17 in the night. That's her season average. Make it 18. 37-18, North Scott by 19. Their biggest lead's been 21. Rogers breaks pressure into the front court for the Muskies. To Webking. Emily. Stutter steps out front, back to Macy. Macy Rogers to Peterson. Back to Rogers. And now to Webking. Out front now for Avery Eagle. She drives the lane, shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Peterson. Good hustle by Maddie Peterson. Swing it to Rogers, left wing for three.
Ooh.
Good, Macy Rogers.
The bank's open again.
The bank is open.
First National.
First National Bank. Go see Teresa Shopper. Alicia Nur at First National Bank. Scott out front, 37-21. Or Scott by 16. Cross court for Engelkes and a foul on Webking.
Little bump there.
It'll be the third on Emily and the third on the Muskies. Foul starting to mount up, and that happens, Chuck, when you're starting to get a little tired too.
Yeah, and we've picked up our aggressiveness, and you're going to get some fouls when you're aggressive.
There's Case. She drives in the lane. Nice step through.
Nice
shot.
move.
Good. Papa Case taught her that in the driveway.
I think he did.
39-21. Rogers now Brings it up the floor for the Muskies. Macy in the left wing, picks her dribble up. Muskies need to give her some help. Now she throws it into Peterson, but she left. Buffelli gets it ahead for Kilberg. She loses it, and it's stolen back by the Muskies. Webking drives on Case behind the back dribble. Over to Rogers.
It's a little ragged right now.
Rogers drives the lane. Shot good, Macy Rogers.
Macy's picked it up.
Timeout North Scott. Full timeout, 2:49 left. In the third, 39-23. We're stepping away for 30. You're listening to Muskie Girls Basketball on KWPC, 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Home of the 40s, serving Muscatine, Wilton, West Liberty, Iowa City, and the Quad Cities area for years. Pete's Tap serves appetizers, wings, burgers, fish, and more. Their hours are 11 to 11 Monday through Thursday, 11 to 2 a.m. on Friday, 11 to 12 on Saturday, and noon to 10 on Sunday. Pete's Tap has over 30 different sauces for wings. Take advantage of their abundant sauces during Monday's 50-cent wings. Make Pete's Tap your home for wings, beer, and sports. Pete's Tap. So much more than a bar, come as you are. Pete's Tap proudly supports Muskie Athletics. Go Muskies!
We are back at Muscatine High School. Brian Musell and Chuck Van Heck. Chuck, just when you think the Muskies are, falling away down 21, they've a couple of big buckets by Rogers, and they got it back to 16.
Well, we talked about at halftime about them coming out and be more aggressive, and they've done that. So that's a good sign, and hopefully they can keep it up.
Outscored the Lancers here by a couple here in the third. Buffelli, she's trapped, gets it to Rucker. And now over to Corson, right wing. Case, they feed Buffelli on the block. She drives in, but she travels. Turnover, North Scott. Good defense by Rogers.
Held her ground.
Long for Webking, and the Muskies get it in. Emily guarded by Case in the backcourt. She throws it back to Rogers. Muskies may get a 10-second call here.
That's close.
And there's a timeout. Susan Orvis called the timeout in lieu of that. The Muskies are down to 2 timeouts.
There's no use saving them.
And it is a full timeout. We're going to step away for 30 seconds. You listen to Muskie Girls Basketball on KWPC, 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Community Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of area high school athletics and activities. You can find Community Bank and Trust locations in Columbus Junction, Muscatine, Wilton, and Wapello. Here's to a great year in the classroom and on the field. Visit Community Bank and Trust online at www.commbk.net and download the free Community Bank and Trust mobile app available for iPhone and Android devices. At Community Bank and Trust, they put people first. Member FDIC.
It's simple, or maybe something a little more complex, or maybe your just doesn't work. Whether it's a service call, remodel, or new construction, Kirk Butcher Plumbing brings you quality, friendly service with over 40 years of experience working for you. Kirk Butcher Plumbing is the area's leading plumber serving all of Muscatine County, offering you the best rates, so you not only get experience, you save money as well. And his fast, friendly service means you don't have to live with that for too long. Call Kirk Butcher today, 264-6105.
Case all over, good defense. Now to Moss. Moss has it left wing. Out front now for Rogers. Rogers back to Moss. Moss guarded by Rucker. Or Scott doesn't take a playoff. There's almost a steal by Corson, but it's picked up by Zoe Long. Zoe gets it over to Webking. Webking with a runner, no, blocked by Rucker, but a foul on Rucker, and that'll be her third and the 4th team foul on North Scott.
Well, that's another example of you go aggressive to the board, you can pick up some fouls.
Webking go to the line 50% on the year, and she makes the first. Peterson and Garcia check in for the Muskies, replacing Rogers and Eagle. Emily's second free throw on the way, no good. A rebound, Alicia Garcia. There's a three by Webking, left wing, no good. Rebound on the floor, out of bounds.
Muskie
to
ball.
the Muskies, and again, Maddie Peterson with great hustle.
Real good job.
Zoe Long will inbounds for the Muskies out of the corner. Worst place to bring in a basketball, though. Webking has it. They call an offensive foul on Emily Webking. And that'll be her fourth, and the fourth on the Muskies.
She'd have been all right, but she extended that arm, and that got her.
Emily's done a great job. Normally, Zoe Long handles the ball most of the time, but she's had to step up due to the defense North Scott's playing tonight.
She's played a good floor game.
They've taken Zoe out of the game, denying everything. Case pounds a dribble over half court now. They swing it over Engelkes. Now to Rucker on the left wing. Out of Case. Over to Rucker. Back to Case as they play catch. Approaching 1 minute to play here in the third. Riley Rucker over to Latham and out of Case, left wing. Out of Engelkes. Now there's Case, a deep three, left wing, air ball, no good. Rebound. Engelkes. Crossover dribble, Case in the lane, lays it up and in. Presley Case with a nice drive. She has 7, and it's 41-24.
Good
North Scott.
Quick first step, and she was by our.
Rogers in the front court for the Muskies. 40 seconds to play in the third. Riley Moss out front now for Garcia. She drives in on Buffelli. Left-handed check. Good, Alicia Garcia.
Nice move.
Garcia with 9. Rogers leads the Muskies with 10. North Scott will play for 1 here. They led by 19 at halftime, and they lead by 15 right now. Out front now, Rucker bounces it into Buffelli now. Buffelli kicks it out for Case. She drives baseline to Rucker. 3-ball left wing, no good. Rebound on the floor. Moss comes out of there with it. We played 3. It's North Scott 41 and the Muskies 26. We're stepping away for 60. You're listening to Muskie Girls Basketball on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
This is Maxine Mendoza from the all-new Burrito Factory on Park Avenue in Muscatine.
Come see how they press their tortillas fresh to order. Pick your ingredients and watch them prepare your creation right before your eyes. Try their new wet burrito today. They pack it with tasty chicken, pork, or steak with fresh salsa and guacamole, wrap it together, and smother it with warm queso. It's a Burrito Factory favorite, made right before your eyes. Their ingredients are made fresh each day for you.
Come see the new Burrito Factory on Park Avenue in Muscatine. Like us on Facebook.
Protect your home with Bosch Pest Control. Bed bugs, Asian beetles, spiders, fleas, crickets, termites, moles, and more. Bosch Pest Control uses cutting-edge technology to protect your home from these annoying pests. Bosch Pest Control is always training their technicians so they'll be able to provide you with the best service and protection. Bosch Pest Control, across from Harper's on Grandview Avenue, South Muscatine. Don't squash them, Bosch them.
They outscored North Scott 13-9 there in the third. That big 18-2 quarter in the second has really put the Muskies in a hole, but it's a 15-point game as Coach Orvis and the Muskies still fighting hard.
Yeah, when you bury yourself, it's pretty tough to come back, but you can at least fight and show everybody that you continue to care and you want to get the job done.
Muskie boys will follow this one up versus the North Scott boys. Case drives the lane. Nice pass inside for Buffelli. Lays it up and in, and Buffelli now with 20, and it's 43-26.
That was a great dish to Buffelli.
Case, certainly a very fine point guard. In the front court, Rogers. And Buffelli and Case will both be back next year. They're only juniors.
Yeah, I know.
Garcia for 3. Good, Alicia Garcia.
So, Garcia.
Sponsored by First National Bank of Muscatine. Go see Raquel Oliva and Hope Franklin. Personal banking at First National Bank. There's Latham on the left wing. 43-29. Cross-court pass now stolen by Rogers. Ball on the floor, and it's stolen back by North Scott. Great hustle there by Riley Moss. She came out of nowhere with the dive.
As they say in soccer, play on.
It just brings a smile. I joke with her dad, Shane, all the time. He always jokes that they got a little follow meter over there that they just wonder when she's getting in her face. But she plays so hard.
Well, she's a little bit like Shauna, I'll guarantee you that.
Oh, great hustle. North Scott ball out front. 6:40 to play. Case drives down. What a feed to Buffelli, but she travels.
That was a great wraparound pass. Looked like the one Joe Wieskamp did last night there in Happy Valley.
Joe Wieskamp, our very own, with 10 second-half points, helping the Hawkeyes with a big win at Penn State last night. 6.5 to play in the game. There's Moss, drives down the lane. Riley with the runner. No, and the rebound saved by Peterson to Webking. Maddie Peterson's kept a lot of balls alive.
She's had a great game tonight.
Webking.
She's earning more playing time all the time.
No question about it. Stepping up big in the absence of Kayla Schultz tonight. There's Peterson, bounces it back to Rogers. Muskie's playing without Peterson and Kendra Eller. Or excuse me, Schultz and Eller. There's Peterson for three, left wing. Short, no good rebound. Buffelli. And here come the Lancers. 43-29 North Scott. 5:50 to play. There's Latham down the floor. Kicks it in the corner. Engelkes now to Case. Case drives in the lane, lays it up, no rebound. Buffelli, right-handed hook, good.
Can't give him those second shots.
Buffelli with 22. And North Scott leads by 16. Zoe Long getting set to check back in for the Muskies. Moss on the right wing. Out front for Garcia. Now to Rogers. Back to Garcia on the block. Nice move by Alicia. Shot rattles, no good. And the rebound cleared by North Scott. Buffelli has it out high. Over to Case. Now to Rucker. North Scott's going to pull the Muskies out of the zone. And good hustle by Webking, but it's going to be North Scott ball. Timeout, Susan Orvis. Full timeout, 4:53 left, 45-29 North Scott. We're stepping away for 30. You're listening to Muskie Girls Basketball on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Known for their honest and friendly service, Trucks Unlimited of Muscatine is a family-owned business where your vehicle is in reliable and capable hands. Truckers can have their trucks inspected to meet DOT requirements, and RVs can be serviced, and camping supplies are also offered. Schedule an appointment to get your air conditioning checked for your truck, big rig, or motorhome. Come in and visit Bridget and Marty Mills, owners of Trucks Unlimited, located on the corner of Mittman and Highway 61.
Visit Harper's Cycling and Fitness, where you will discover the world's best bikes for road, mountain climbing, or city cycling. Stop in and ride away on a new Trek or electric bicycle, professionally assembled and adjusted for you riding around town or across the state. Harper's Cycling and Fitness has an agenda to make the world a happier, healthier place by getting more people on bikes more often. Harper's Cycling and Fitness in Muscatine is your bicycle headquarters. When you think bikes, think Harper's. Harper's Cycling and Fitness is a proud supporter of Muskie Athletics. Go Muskies!
Case over half court. The only senior on the floor is Rogers.
Amazing.
Case drives the lane. Shot rejected inside by Garcia. And here come the Muskies. Down the floor, Webking drives in the lane, lays it up, and no. Rebound, Latham. Good drive by Emily. Couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, it's just tough break.
Case over to Buffelli in the wing. There's a pass across to Latham, and now to Corson. And there's a foul. That's going to go on Zoe Long.
That was a little ticky-tack, but it was a foul.
This will be the second on Zoe and the fifth on the Muskies. Engelkes checks back in. And now Riley Moss has to wait for the next buzzer. Or Scott looking to get it in, and they do. Emily Webking playing with those 4 fouls. Latham out front. There's a foul on Macy Rogers. That'll be her 3rd.
Both teams still not in the bonus.
Moss checks in for Webking, and Scott checks back in for Latham for North Scott.
It's hard to keep track, isn't it? Who's in and who's out?
A lot of line changes, Chuck. Buffelli holds it out high, gets it to Scott on the left wing. Rogers guarding her, and now Engelkes back over to Buffelli. Buffelli guarded by Garcia. Now she feeds Scott. She drives the lane, lays it up and in. Nice play by Scott. Good pass from Buffelli, and it's 47-29.
Nice ball movement there.
Long swings it to Rogers, left wing. Macy over to Garcia. Garcia over to Riley Moss. Now back out front for Rogers. Now Avery Eagle for 3. Good, Avery
Nice
Eagle.
shot.
First National Bank 3-pointer by Avery Eagle.
Scott's going to have to go borrow some money to pay
Scott's sitting straight across the way
Yeah.
here.
Smiling every time it hits.
He might run out to the ATM to support those threes. There's Rucker. Over for Scott. Scott guarded by Eagle out front now for Case. 47-32, North Scott by 15. 2:55 left. Buffelli in the corner now. Rucker drives in, shot good. Riley Rucker. Rucker off the bench with 8.
Can't give her that baseline that easily.
49-32.
But we're scrambling, and that's all you can do.
There's Rogers for the Muskies. Garcia leads the Muskies with 12. Rogers with 10. Avery Eagle shot, no good. Rebound Rucker. And now Case will walk it up. It's a smart player. Muskies one more foul, puts him at the line. There's Rucker. Now to Case. To Buffelli, back over to Rucker. Good ball movement by the Lancers. Out front now Rucker, and they swing it to Case and work around the horn. Case drives the lane, dishes it for Engelkes. Baseline shot good.
They're a tough team to stop.
51-32. North Scott back up by 19. There's Rogers. Over to Garcia. Garcia for 3. Short air ball, no good. Out of bounds, North Scott ball. The Muskies with some substitutions here. As we've got a timeout, Muskies. Full timeout. 1:42 left, 51-32 North Scott. We're stepping away for 30. You're listening to Muskie Girls Basketball on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Friday, Thursday is coming for you. You've been the best day of the week for far too long. But now every Thursday, Buffalo Wild Wings sells boneless wings at a discounted price. That's right, Friday. Thursday's looking real confident. And it's not afraid to use partial priced wings to be the big man on the calendar. Boneless Thursdays. We do it for you. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Prices and participation vary. See participating locations for details. Void where prohibited.
Bank is proud to sponsor the On the Money program at Muscatine High School. When the volleyball, swim, basketball, and baseball teams score big, they earn money for the Muskie Boosters. Since 1997, their hard work has earned over $55,000 in donations from First National Bank. We are also proud to sponsor the Muskie Football Red Zone. Can't make it to the game? Don't miss a minute of the excitement. Tune into AM 860 or FM 95.1 to hear the games broadcast live. Go Muskies. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So don't change your dial. Stick right here, folks. We're going to have the boys' game shortly after. There's Rucker. She dribbles into a double team, gets rid of it to Scott. And now it's Case out front. Webking shadowing her. Blake is checked into the Muskie lineup. There's Rucker, feeds inside to Scott. Now to Buffelli, and this ball stolen away by Webking. Good defense by Emily. Down the floor, shot on the way, no, and a blocking foul. And I believe it's going to go on Case. That'll be her fourth.
As you mentioned earlier, Emily has really done a nice job bringing that ball up the court. Very aggressive and tough drives to the basket.
Riley Blake is checked into the Muskie line at the 5-3. Junior free throw by Webking is good. Emily with 4. She's a gamer. Second free throw good. Hall of Fame coach and Grandpa Warren sitting across the way.
I was just going to say, you think she takes after Warren?
Yep, Warren Webking. Terrific. There's a pass, and it's slapped out of bounds. It will be North Scott basketball. 1:08 to play, 51-34 Lancers.
Dave Matthews said he didn't block for him very well.
I'll make sure Warren knows that.
Okay.
There's a shot, no good by Case. Rebound Webking, slapped out of bounds. It'll be Muskie ball. Macy Rogers checks in for Riley Blake.
Let's get a bucket here to end this game.
There's a 3 by Webking. Back iron, no good. Rebound Peterson. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound Rucker. And here come the Lancers. Buffelli in the front court. Rogers guarding her. Buffelli cross court now for Case. Clock at 30. We'll see if they dribble it out. Now Buffelli in the corner. She drives baseline to the rim. Shot blocked by Peterson. Good defense, and here come the Muskies. There's Rogers. Clock at 14. Back to Macy. Deep 3 left wing. Good! Macy Rogers.
He's had a great game tonight.
With 13. Case down the floor. North Scott dribbles this one out. We got a final in game 1. North Scott 51 and the Muskies 37. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. Just 1 minute, and we'll be back with post-game coverage. You're listening to Muskie Girls Basketball on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Bank and Trust is pleased to be a voice of Muscatine Sports Booster and proud to be the corporate sponsor of the Muskie Media program. Since 1995, it has resulted in donations totaling over $100,000 from the bank to the school. The money is used to pay for special non-budgeted needs. Watch the total grow on the CBI's Facebook page. And go Muskies. Aim high, bank strong. CBI Bank and Trust. Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
Hello, this is Jimmy Greenhoff from Toyota Muscatine, and I would love the chance to earn your business.
We have a great selection of new and used cars. Now is the time.
If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, please come down, give us a shot. We'll help you out in any way we can.
Hi, my name is TJ Deere. I'm the General Manager here at Toyota Muscatine. Our information is free, so give us an opportunity to earn your business.
Out to an 8 and a 9-point lead in the first quarter and closed out the quarter trailing North Scott 14-11. North Scott, second quarter set it all on an 18-2 blitz, outscoring the Muskies and led at the half 32-13. They stretched their lead at one time to 21. Third quarter, the Muskies came out, fought back hard, and got back in this at 15. At the end of 3, it was 41-26 North Scott, and the Muskies didn't quit in the fourth quarter as they lost this one 51-37. Grace Buffelli was outstanding tonight for North Scott, 22 points. Engelkes with 9 points, and Case with 7. And the Muskies were led by Macy Rogers with 13, Alicia Garcia with 12. And Chuck, I think Macy Rogers will be our CBI Bank and Trust player of the game. And I want to give our defensive player of the game from Buffalo Wild Wings to Maddie Peterson off the bench. I thought she played extremely hard, chased down a lot of loose balls, and was a difference tonight off the bench for the Muskies.
Oh, I think that's two great choices. They really kind of sparked us throughout the evening. And like we talked about, we got buried the second quarter, but the second half we came out, played hard, and actually outscored them. I don't think that means a lot, but we could have laid down and really got buried, and that would have been disastrous for us. So very happy with the effort in the second half for our team.
Folks, that's game one in the books. The final score, North Scott 51 and the Muscatine Muskie girls 37. We're going to take a little bit of a break, send it back to the studio, and Chuck and I will be back at about 7:24. We're going to take an 8-minute break, 7:24, and we'll have Muskie boys pregame. So you come back and we'll get you set for game number 2. Thanks for listening to the Muskie girls. We'll be back in a little bit with the boys. Your final score, 51-37 North Scott. You've been listening to Muskie girls basketball on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.